This morning, President Trump snapping at his own supporters who have criticized his administration's handling of the investigation into convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
They're stupid people.
As Republicans press the Justice Department to release additional files, the president calling it all a hoax. Writing on social media, my past supporters have bought in, hook, line, and sinker, saying let these weaklings continue forward because I don't want their support anymore.
It's not the Attorney General, no, I know it's a hoax.
But for years, it was Trump and some of his closest allies, including his FBI director, Kash Patel, and his deputy, Dan Bongino, who pushed conspiracy theories about Epstein and his alleged client list. Even his own vice president saying this in 2024.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list.
And the president's son last summer.
How is it that my father could be convicted of 34 crimes, but no one on Epstein's list has even been brought to light?
DOJ and the FBI say their investigation concluded that the list didn't exist and confirmed Epstein died by suicide in 2019. But that hasn't stopped the calls for transparency.
My view is make public everything you can make public.
The Epstein files need to be released.
Charlie Kirk, an influential Republican voice, trying to explain to Trump why Republicans want answers.
People are very, very confused. And some people are very disappointed and mad. You need to help them out a little bit. Explain what is going on.
As the outrage grows, the president eager to move on, taking his frustration to the Federal Reserve, blasting Fed Chair Jerome Powell for not lowering interest rates as inflation rises.
I think he does a terrible job.
The president polling Republicans who visited the Oval Office Tuesday night about if they believe Powell should be fired. Trump saying he won't do it, at least not yet.
Are you completely ruling out the idea of firing Jerome Powell?
I don't rule out anything.
And despite his repeated attacks on Powell, the president said right now it's highly unlikely that he fires him. Even if he did, this would face serious legal challenges, and many experts say the president does not have the standing, George.
On the issue of firing, some interesting timing. The Justice Department is firing one of the prosecutors who prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Exactly, George. We are learning this morning from sources that the Justice Department has, in fact, fired Maureen Comey, who most recently, as a federal prosecutor, led the case against Sean Diddy Combs. Of course, she also was involved in working on criminal cases involving Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell. Sources tell us that the president had privately vented about Comey working on these different cases and within the Justice Department. And of course, Comey is the daughter of the former FBI director, James Comey, George.
Right. In action in the Senate overnight, they approved President Trump's cuts for public broadcasting and foreign aid.
Yeah, George, this is a package that narrowly passed the Senate, and it was a package that was requested by the Trump administration to claw back money for public broadcasting, as well as about $8 billion in foreign aid. You had two Republican senators that voted against this, Senators Lisa Murkowski and also Susan Collins. This now heads over to the House, George.